So if you're a nerd like me, you've likely heard of Comic-Con, but this is Ketocon. This is where people on a keto diet and all of the leaders in the industry come together for a big convention in Austin, Texas. This year, it's April 21st through 23rd. The list of speakers at Ketocon is amazing. You can see them scrolling past me right now. It's going to be great. There's a wealth of information out there. And, they put a lot of stuff out for free on YouTube, of course, because they're trying to help us. But you get what you pay for. So I'm hoping that there's going to be a little bit extra, a little more depth to these presentations. Dr. Mindy Pelz is going to be there, the one who wrote Fast Like a Girl. I kind of ragged on the nutrition advice because it really hurt me. But, she said the nutrition advice was optional. I took that option. It did not work for me, but I'm excited to try her fasting principles, which I'll do when I begin my cut. And that will also be another video about how I'm going to cut doing carnivore. Me and my sister Emily are going together. She's a registered nurse. She used to do labor and delivery, but now she's transitioned over to just doing lactation consulting. She operates out of Victoria, Texas, but she also offers virtual consultations. If you'd like more information about breastfeeding, if you're expecting soon, you can contact her for more information. I'll put her info over here. So one of the things I like most about Ketocon and the founders behind Ketocon is that they are very stringent in their principles. So, there are a lot of keto products out there that say keto on the cover, but the first ingredient is like safflower oil. That is not keto. That is garbage. And there's lots of other things that have crazy ingredients like cornstarch and stuff like that say they're keto, but they are truly not. And the founders behind this, they vet through every single exhibitor and vendor to make sure that there's no scam products and that everything is truly according to keto health principles. There's a big problem with mislabeling things as keto just to make a buck. And if you go to Ketocon, you can rest assured that all of the vendors there are not just trying to make a buck with fake keto products. Sure, they're trying to make a buck, but they're doing it with the right principles in mind. And I really, really appreciate that. I'm leaving a link below to the speaker schedule. And I'd like you to take a look at it, especially if you don't plan to be there, but you would like to. My sister and I are going to try our very best to hit the best speakers and take notes and bring it back to you. So if you look at the speaker schedule and you see a presentation that really, really appeals to you and you really want to see it, but you don't want to pay for the virtual recap and you're not able to go this year, we will go and take notes. Also in the description, there is a link to a form on my website. You can ask a question and we'll be on the listen for the answer to that question. And if we get an opportunity to ask that particular question, we will. So you can leave that on the form. You can also request a particular vendor that you'd like to go to. And you can also request a particular presentation that you would like us to pay attention to and go to. So on some days during the same block of time, there's 4 different speakers and there's only 2 of us. So we can't get to everything. I thought I would open it up to you to sort of guide me in what would be beneficial to you. There are some presentations that I'm really excited to go to and others that I'm not so interested in. But between the 2 of us, me and Emily, we will take notes and we will get back to you. That link is in the description below. I've also put the link to the exhibitors and vendors down below. And on Saturday, April 22nd, around 8 p.m., we plan to do our very first live. It probably won't be very good because it'll be our first one, but you got to suck at something before you can be good at it. So we're going to try. Now, if you're still here, I have a special bonus for you. In Houston, a DEXA scan costs around $175 a pop. That's why I only do one a year. That because it uses X-ray technology and I don't really want to expose myself to that very much. But I only get a DEXA scan once a year and I get the bod pod scans quarterly, just so I can have data. Because I'm a data junkie. Anyway, but Body Spec, the company, offers DEXA scans for a very reasonable price. I think their normal price is $69.95 for just one scan. They will have 5 vans out there with DEXA scan machines, and you can go ahead and book your appointment using the link below, the body spec link. Now you have to pay when you make the appointment. There will also be paperwork for you to fill out that must be filled out before you arrive at your appointment. But there's a bonus. It'll try to give you like a membership thing where you can buy multiple DEXA scans. And if you live in an area where they service, go ahead and do that. But if you're like me and you live several hours away, I just want one DEXA scan while I'm there at Ketocon. So there's an option for just one scan. And if you use the code KETO now, you'll get $20 off. So it brings it down to like $49.95 as opposed to $69.95. I did not know this code when I made my appointment. My sister told me, so she paid a little bit less than me, but it's okay because now I get to share that code with you. Also, I don't think it's too late to get a ticket for Ketocon. And if you want to, and you're part of Dr. Barry's community, he has a code that he's posted to his private community on the Mighty Network for those people in the community. So I don't feel comfortable giving it here, but my sister and I are part of that community. And so we used the code and we saved a good amount of money. The tickets aren't super cheap, but it's a big convention. So I think it's very, very worth it. And in order to give myself information and to bring information to you, I have to keep learning. So that's what this is about. I'm going to go and learn. I'm going to bring back what I learned to you. And hopefully with your input, I will be able to bring useful information to you, because what's interesting to me is not necessarily interesting to you. And I'd like to hear what you have to say. So please fill out the form on my website, thecarnivorechristian.com. I've got must-haves from Amazon. I've got my own little shop where you can get cool Carnivore Christian mugs. Yes, you want them? This is a 20 ounce, but I also have 15 and 11 ounce mugs. I'm working on more designs. I love mugs. I love giant mugs. And I put a whole stick of the Element chocolate medley. We got chocolate salt, caramel, and mint chocolate. They're phenomenal, but they're really intense if you're just using a little 11 ounce cup. But the 20 ounce mug, it's perfect. I mean, it's a little salty, but I like it. I love coffee. I'll drink it any way it comes. I also have recipes. I have a blog. Anyway, last week we talked about choosing being healthy over being skinny and how difficult that really is. I mean, it's easy to say, hard to do. You can watch it here. Next week, I will show you how I work out being over 40, what principles that I try to utilize, and how it's worked out for me. Until next time, stay beautiful, friends.